The Night Stalker, Ramirez. He stayed there. They said this motherfucker used to come back from killing people, right? He would come back from killing people, go in the alleyway, take off all his clothes, all his bloody clothes, and walk up the stairs in his bloody underwear with no shoes on or nothing, just his underwear. Nobody batted an eye. That was normal at the Cecil Hotel. And he's not the only serial killer to stay there. Guys, welcome back to another episode of Rated G with Gary G. Garcia and Brian Licata. I am your host, as always, Gary G. Garcia, along with my partner in Misinformation, Brian Licata.
Thank you, sir.
What's going on, baby?
Hey, not much, man. I'm happy. I got the day off. It's Saturday. It's nice out. I'm feeling good, man. I feel
off. What's that like? I really can't say nothing because all my days are like days off. Even the days I work are like days off, so I can't say shit.
If you work a double, that's like an hour, right?
I work a double every night.
And it's what, an hour worth of work?
It's I mean, if you look at the time that I'm actually on stage, it's about 40 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, but it's like
but there's so much more work that goes into the work that shows up on that stage.
Yes. Your entire life, really. It's
I got to go out there. I gotta find things to do to inspire me. I have to make mistakes, so I have stories to tell. I have to do the right thing sometimes, so I have some lessons to teach. It's a rough job, man. I'm always thinking about what the hell I'm gonna do next. Right now I've been going through my mind a lot about trying to change shit up. I'm tired of talking about COVID.
Same.
They keep fucking with us.
I know.
That's what's so hard. But I'm tired of it, so I'm trying to switch shit up. I've been getting into some different things that are on my mind. But other than that, cheers. Good morning. My first morning blunt.
Salute to you.
There's a dirty blunt. There's roaches.
Oh man.
I know those are the best in the morning. I told you I'm broke.
All right,
these are the best in the morning.
I'll Venmo you, bro. just for
actually, this is gonna be a good blunt right here, man. These dirty blunts in the morning get you work.
Yeah.
So I like it. I'll be chilling.
About 40 minutes into this episode, we're gonna take a weird turn.
Nah, not at all.
And now you know why.
Well, if we do, you know why. G was smoking the dirty blunt.
Yeah. So what's good? What's going on in AC? Tell me what's popping. What's on your mind?
AC is cool. I mean, we were closed for like 2 weeks.
Right. Yeah, it's just a dead time of year, right?
Yeah, it's just a dead time of year. The weeks are slow. We opened up again this week, but it was slow. It was slow. I think the other day we had like 12 and 10 for the two shows. But a good 12 and 10, they came out to have a good time. I mean, money-wise, you always go, you want a packed house.
Right.
As an artist, you just want people that are going to, appreciate the fact that you're there and you're giving them, there's only 10 of them and you're giving them everything you got. And they were appreciative. It was good. It was weird, too, because they only had like 3 people sitting. The way it's set up, the regular seating is in the front. So they had 3 people right in the front of the stage. Everybody else bought VIP.
Wait a second. What? Say that again?
Everybody else bought VIP. So there was only 3 people in front of the stage. Everybody else is in the seats back. So
they were in the booths in the room. They were in the booths in the back. Yeah. Now you got to move everybody up front.
But they paid the money. And when you only got 10 people, you're going to take those VIP seatings because it's more money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So in a sense, it's good because for every 2 people that bought, a VIP seat, we made an extra person worth of a ticket.
Right.
But I will tell you this, I was pissed when I saw it because I hate when they do that, but they were good. Like you could hear, they were laughing loud and hard and it sounded like they were right up in the front. They brought themselves to us, which is very odd and rare.
That room's hard too, because those people, like it's dark in the back there, right? It's kind of, and you have those bright lights in your face. So it's probably kind of hard to see them.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good room. It's all about the seating. Cause even if you have like 20 people, and you got 20 people that are in regular seats, that's going to be a good show. You sit them right in front of the crowd, it's going to be a good show.
Where do you think your favorite room is? Your favorite room to perform?
Of all time? My favorite room?
Yeah, all time. What factors would you put into that too? Like just green room, any of that kind of stuff take into account?
My favorite room used to be the Caesar's Pier.
Yeah, man. That little dark
one,
out. Yeah, on the right.
The one on the right, not the one on the left.
Yeah. Got me coughing, bro. This might be
I just turned red.
This might be the second podcast you throw up on.
Nah, I'm not throwing this one. I've been up for a minute. But that room I used to like, because that room was like, damn, look how red I am. I'm really not that red. If I change the colors of this shit, I'm not that red. Oh, there you go. That's a good color. All right. That room used to be the best because it was like a little dingy little room in the back. It wasn't dingy, but it was like this little room in the back.
Intimate, dark, man.
Intimate, low ceilings. You know, I mean, I don't have a favorite room. I love Wiley's. Wiley's is the combination of a great stage,
right,
and it's a comedy club. It's, you know, it's set up really nice. It's got a great stage. You know, there's things I like about some rooms, things I don't like. But I love the Pair. The Pair is a great place to play, but the stage is very little.
I like how you walk in there though, and it's real skinny, and then there's like the curtain, and then you go back, and it kind of opens up a little bit.
I like the Pair because once again, it's a little dark, dingy, CBGB's kind of feel. The energy there is just like no other spot. So when it comes to like the best comedy, I think the best comedy club is the Pair right now for me. Where I love, and they also show me love. No one else shows me love.
I show you love, but I don't have a stage.
You know. But you don't own a club. Yeah, nah, man. It's been good. It's been all right. I've been having some decent set people. I don't think I walked anybody this week.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think I walked it. But then again, I wasn't talking. You know, I wasn't talking that Corona stuff, which rubs people. Right when you start talking Corona, you know, you split the crowd right away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the trick is to get the crowd that don't agree with you to still think you're funny.
Right.
And still go, I don't agree with that, but that's pretty funny shit, you know? And that's the trick, you know? But lately I've been talking about like relationships and shit like that, and kids and how ungrateful they are. You know what I'm saying?
Are you getting a lot of material having Sam with you?
No, not really. I mean, he's like right now he's gone. He's at work. You know, he comes home. I go to work.
Right.
So we haven't really been seeing a lot of each other. You know, been kind of just he's been in his room playing his video games. I've been in my room watching murder.
Yeah, so that's something. I'm 2 episodes into Sons of Sam.
You haven't finished it.
I have not finished it yet.
No. You got to catch up, dog. I got so many things, man,
dude,
that I want to talk about.
I gotta tell you, man, when they go through some of those scenes where they're rereading those letters, it's fucking freaky. Like it's creepy, man. That's some like that. You know that demonic, satanic worship shit freaks me out. Always has.
Oh well, that's all of them, though, man. You know what I'm saying? They all dance with the devil, man. They all dance with the devil. But you know what's so crazy about all these shits? I watch all these shits, man. And they always talk about like with Wayne Gacy, with this dude, fucking you know, Son of Sam, with the cannibal dude, fucking that was eating people up. What was his name? Jeffrey Dahmer, with the one that all the chicks like, that they were all fucking falling in love with him, that he escaped twice, and every time he escaped, he went right back to killing. He escaped and went to killing. That's some shit. Mm-hmm. But like all of them, they always say the same thing. You would never suspect him because he looked like every normal person that walks around. No, is that all white people, if you look at them, could be a serial killer. You wouldn't be surprised.
That's get that the from
look.
Me?
That's the look. See, but you don't have that look. No, you look like Italian.
Right. Yeah.
You have that Italian look. So, you know, I'd be surprised if you were a serial killer, but not that surprised because, yes, in a way, that's what they look like. You don't have it in your eyes. You got to look at the eyes, man.
Right. I feel
eyes don't never lie. They got it all in their eyes. Every time and they always do it. They'll show a picture and they zoom up in the eyes because the eyes, man, they don't lie, Chico. I'm telling you right now, they all look like they sit there and go, Wayne Gacy look like your everyday man. And I'm like, yeah, he looks like my mailman who looks like a serial killer. Like, to me, all young white dudes in their like 20s, I mean, like, that dude don't look like a serial killer. He don't look like he can fucking go out there and kill people. Of course he does. If anyone say he don't, is ridiculous. You're your regular dude. Who's hanging out with him? I wouldn't hang out with that dude. Who's that? Oh, yo, that chick right there. One of the few, there's some, but one of the few female serial killers.
Killed 7 men. During her trial, she said the famous words, I have hate crawling through my system. I'm competent, sane, and I'm trying to tell the truth. I'm the one who seriously hates human life and would kill again.
Yeah, I mean, she needed to be locked up, but she had it rough.
Right.
She had it rough, man. She was raped multiple times, beaten multiple times. I mean, she was a prostitute, and she was killing Johns, and the thing is, the first dude she killed, if you believe what she said, and I have no reason not to believe her, because she was just filled with mad hate. And when you feel like that, you just say, when you feel with that anger and that hate, you say true shit. And she said the first dude that she killed, he tried to rape her. So she killed him. But then what happened was she started taking people, and just, killing them. You know what I'm saying? Picking up Johns and killing them, So
I wonder if I guess she would get the money first and then kill
what's
him?
her name played her in the movie Monster?
I didn't
that
see
blonde
that movie,
chick.
no. Yeah,
You never seen it? Oh,
no.
she did really good. What's her name? There's a C in her name somewhere. Theon. Whoa,
Charlize Theron.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I think that's who played her. She put on weight. She looked like her.
Monster.
Yeah,
Charlize
like
Theron. Yeah, good pull.
Yeah,
good pull.
Good movie, man. Good
Christina
movie. I mean, if you, it's tough because I like watching the true crime shit. I like seeing how they caught them and this and that. When it comes to watching movies about them, they tend to glorify, the killer. They try to humanize them in a sense. I mean, she did a great job humanizing this chick. I was like, yeah, she killed 7 dudes, but had they not been out there looking for hookers, cheating on their ladies and their wives with hookers, they wouldn't have got killed. It wasn't like she was running into people's houses. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like she was jumping into dudes' cars. They were pulling over, trying to fuck her, and she killed them. What happens when you think with the dick, fellas? Look what I did, man. Look at this. See that?
I thought that was from Mama Cat or something.
Nah, dude, I was shaving yesterday. And this is what happens when you get old. Doesn't matter how good you look, the skin gets thin. Your skin starts to thin out. I got to start putting more lotion and shit. I'm a little brittle, because I went like this. I was looking in the mirror. I literally went like this. I didn't even swipe. I just went to like line up my mustache, but I touched my cheek and cut the shit out. I was like, oh, what? I thought there was like something sticking in there. I was looking at the blade like if something was pointing there because I was like, I didn't even touch my face. But thin skin. You get older, the skin starts thinning out. I think I'm starting to lose height.
Well, that's gravity. Gravity takes its toll on you as you get older.
Well, the spine, you start to lose the spaces between your fucking vertebrae. Look at me dropping all these words and shit, man. Where am I? Man, get me in the morning and my brain is percolating. Look at these words I'm dropping, son. I can't even spell half the words I'm saying.
You can't even define them either, but you somehow know how to use them.
Somewhat define them.
Yeah, somewhat
paraphrase.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's really all a definition is. It's just paraphrasing a series of other words. That are all based off of other words. That are based off of other words.
I am hating you a little more today than normal.
Why is that?
Because actually this whole week, because it's freezing.
Oh boy.
Fucking freezing.
I know.
My house, I got 11 windows, dog. My house is freezing. Outside, no reason to be that cold. I hate people like, I love the winter. Shut the fuck up, all you winter-loving fucking idiots. I love the snow. You love the snow? Yeah, if you live in Montana, sure. When you live out here where motherfuckers don't clean up, don't shovel, fucking, the snow turns into yellow and black shit the next day. The snow ain't fun. It's just an inconvenience. And yesterday was so fucking cold out here, and my teeth were hurting. I walked outside. I haven't felt like that since we were in the West.
Yes.
We were fucking on the road when it was freezing. That shit, like, what's the purpose for it to be that cold.
Yes.
I don't think there's a purpose.
No.
What flourishes in 5 degrees? What flourishes? What is it that we needed to turn 5 degrees so that this certain thing can flourish and grow and continue to give to life? What?
Icicles, I guess.
What? Like, I'm wondering what? Why does it need to be this cold?
Yeah, it sucks. If you
I know why there's summer. We know why it needs to be warm, even though I don't know why it needs to be 100.
Right.
Like, what is with these extreme temperatures, man? For what purpose? It's so cold out here, dude. I was yelling at the weather. You ever been so cold you start yelling at the wind? I was yelling at the wind, son. I came out. I was like, oh, I could walk it. It's cold, but it ain't that cold. I got to the parking lot. I was getting blown over. I almost got blown into traffic. I made traffic stop. Traffic was stopping because they saw me leaning completely back. I didn't have no change in my pocket, dog. I was getting blown everywhere. To be in that kind of weather, I need at least $5 in nickels in each fucking pocket. I was leaning back like an angle like this, and I was just trying to stop and going right into the traffic. Luckily, they saw me, and they all stopped as I went by them, trying to fight the wind. Then I got across the street. I was cursing at it. I was like, fuck you. I get it. It's winter. I get it. Cut this shit out.
Winter in Atlantic City is tough too, man, because that wind whips off the fucking Atlantic Ocean. It's not as bad as
New York, to be honest. That was one of the things I liked about being out here was that it got cold. The wind is whatever. I mean, it's like that in New York, but it was really no snow.
Yeah, in New York,
it snowed the other day. I mean, it didn't stick, but still,
right.
It was snowing all day.
The wind in New York is bad too when it comes up and down like the avenues and the streets and shit like that. Like it's wind tunnels.
Queens, there was a wind tunnel. I told you the story. A wind tunnel. I had an umbrella. I told you the story.
I think so.
It was the best umbrella I ever had.
Yeah.
50-mile-an-hour winds, dog. It never turned up on me. Never. Everybody else I was watching it. My shit was like boom, sturdy. I went to jump on the bus. A gust of wind came, just like fucking Mary Poppins. As I was going forward, it just pulled me back, lifted me in the air. Even the dude bugged out. He was like, "Oh my God, I've never seen that before."
We should do a Gary Poppins skit.
Gary Poppins skit.
Yeah.
What am I popping?
Pills.
Popping pills.
Yeah, pills. Yeah. Pills.
Gary Poppins. I come and I give people Xanax and fucking all kinds of shit. I pop into their house.
Like
I don't deal with the kids. I deal with the parents. Kids giving the parents a hard time. I come in, they go, Gary Poppins. And I give them a little bit of Mother's Little Helper.
We could have like a really like you could have like a what is this, a flute or a what's this? This is a flute,
a recorder?
Right? No, not a recorder. It's a
flute.
Yeah, flute. Yeah, you could have a little, like a flute music come in as you float down into the window.
I'd rather come with like an electric fucking Stratocaster. And there I am standing there, smoke behind me with an all white fucking lefty Stratocaster.
You can do that too.
And a jacket where I open it up and it's just all these pills. Just mad pills.
Like the guys in New York used to have like the watches and shit on the inside. You just have pill bottles.
Yeah. I've never in my life seen that. And I was around for that too. I'm surprised I never seen that because I know people actually did do that. There were dudes out there who actually did have, at one point, jackets where they would open them up and you would see shit. At one point, it wasn't like a very big thing. I think that might have been more of a sitcom thing.
Yeah, cartoons too. They would do that in cartoons. I feel like they would have guys like that.
Then it must have been done. Yeah, I'd never seen it.
But New York used to. I mean, I remember going up there as a kid, and all the street performers and people selling stuff. And was it Giuliani who got rid of all those people, right?
Giuliani cleaned that, man. I missed the old 42nd Street. Don't get me wrong. It was horrible. It was horrible. It was nothing but sex, drugs, and mayhem. But I'm not going to lie. That was New York. I loved it. Same thing with like St. Mark's. You go down to St. Mark's now, it's beautiful. It's all beautiful. Everybody's saying even the homeless people are nice, because they all come from good families who fucking take care of them while they're on the streets. But back in the day, that shit was all just heroin. It was a terrifying place to walk as a child, but I loved it. I'm not gonna lie, man. I miss the old 40 Deuce. There was some sort of like rite of passage if you hung out there, you know.
Yeah.
It wasn't for everybody, wasn't for everybody. But it's crazy. I caught this other shit that I wanted you to check out, man. You remember that story about that chick, Elisa Lam in LA? She was staying at the Cecil Hotel.
Yes.
And she was in the elevator and she was acting all crazy, and then she disappeared and they found her in the water tank.
Yeah. Yep.
Like 9 days later. They're saying it was an accidental kind of thing. It's funny because I was watching that and they were saying she was bipolar.
Mm-hmm.
And that she was under medicating. So they feel that she might have been terrified, which that hotel is horrible, dude. It's fucking horrible. The Cecil Hotel, I tried to find a documentary on just the hotel. I couldn't find one, which is odd to me because this place is horrible. Horrible.
I thought there was one on Netflix.
It's on Netflix, yeah. It's called The Vanishing of
at the Cecil.
The Vanishing at the Cecil Hotel. Yo, dude, this place, the chick, first of all, everyone there is shady. The chick in the Netflix special, man, the manager, she's a little shady. She's this blonde chick. She's very shady. But she says she was there for 3 years. Right? 3 years. And there were at least, what did she say?
That hotel's been like sketchy,
dude,
like 60 years.
Day one.
Right.
It takes up almost the whole block. It's right next to Skid Row.
Right.
The first 2 floors are all, they used to pay $14 a day to be there.
Yeah, it's like affordable housing complex.
Affordable housing. People live there on the first 2 floors. And the people that live there are the people that are from Skid Row that happen to get enough money that they can, you know what I'm saying? Like it's all mental people, fucked up people that are living in this place.
It's a crack hotel, bro.
It's a crackety crack hotel, son. And even did you know who stayed there?
Crackety crack.
You know who stayed there?
No, dude. Please tell me.
The Night Stalker, Ramirez. He stayed there. They said this motherfucker used to come back from killing people, right? He would come back from killing people, go in the alleyway, take off all his clothes, all his bloody clothes, and walk up the stairs in his bloody underwear with no shoes on or nothing, just his underwear. Nobody batted an eye. That was normal at the Cecil Hotel. And he's not the only serial killer to stay there.
Right.
That place draws serial killers.
So what was this girl, Elisa Lam, doing? Because she was a Chinese Canadian.
A Chinese student,
right?
21, wanted to travel, wanted to see the world. And they get you because the place says, something on Main. They changed the name from the Cecil Hotel, although, it's still the Cecil on the side. It still says that, but it's called something on Main. Stay on Main. That's what it was called. So it sounds like it's those, but the rooms are, and I've been in some shitty rooms, dude. I've been in some shitty rooms. I've been in rooms where the first thing I do is look under the mattress. Fuck looking for fucking bed bugs. I look under the mattress for dead hookers. I've been in those rooms. You see a big box spring, you lift that shit up. All right, there's no hookers in here. Now let's look for the bed bugs. And now let's, take it from there. Them rooms are horrible. The place is horrible. How it stood open for so long. Then it closed. Someone else just bought it. It just reopened in December. It just reopened. And I just saw a video today, said it opened on the 26th and already ambulances are going there. And I forgot how many times this chick said there were deaths. I think it was in 3 years, they had at least eight things, man. Yeah, stay on Main. And they say when you go in, it's beautiful. Like when you first go in, they just redid everything now. So those are the rooms now. Oh, well, they hooked it up a little. That's what I'm saying. You think that place is dope? You think it's fucking bunk beds?
That looks sketchy, bro.
Dude, and
this is like where they film like low budget porn and something.
Dude,
like
they filmed some horror movie there, man. They filmed a horror movie there.
Look at this chair, bro. Look at that.
I like the chair.
That's creepy as fuck, man.
I don't know. I like the chair. It looks like a get busy chair. You know what I'm saying? You can get busy on that chair. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah, look, here's some graffiti on the side.
Well, I mean, it's LA. But, dude, and the funny thing is right down the block from there is like the worst part of LA.
Right.
You know,
I'm trying to see if I can find some old photos.
It changed in 2011 to stay on the main. 1927 shit was happening, man. Gunshot to the head was the first person, suicide. Suicides, a lot of suicides. The first 3, 4 people go there to commit suicide, dude. I think the place, they say it's haunted. I think it probably is. With all the pain and suffering that's around that place and all the death that's been inside. Mad death, dude. This chick said, what did she say? In 3 years, there was over like, I think 8 deaths. So that's like three a year, 2.5 a year. Every year that's murder and death. That's not including all the like shit that they don't die, or the overdoses that they saved the motherfucker and all. That place is horrible.
Here we go, bro. I got a list of deaths.
Yeah, that's what I just brought up. Starting at 1927, dude. Yeah. That's what I was just looking at. You know, suicide. Gunshots to the head. Imagine you sitting there in your room, man. You hear a gunshot go off next door, man.
This is in like the 30s too,
I like
bro.
when they say fell from buildings, because they had this dude on there and he said, dude, you be in there, you get robbed, they throw you off the fucking roof or out the window. He didn't fall from the building. Look at all those fucking people, he's slipping and falling. How do you fall from the building?
Yeah.
Why is there access to the roof?
Dude, there's a lot of people who fell from the building. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes. Dude, and when you
6,
watch the shit,
7,
the dude says they would snatch you up and throw you off the building. So what do you think? They fell from the building or they got thrown off the fucking building?
Yeah, all right.
One chick, they said she committed suicide, but because she said the husband was abusive and she had enough of it, so she jumped out the window. I think he threw her out the window. They were both in the room, and she landed on some dude, killed them instantly, both of them.
All right, so here's the thing about Lam. The naked body of Lam, a Canadian student, was found inside one of the water supply tanks on the roof. Gone missing almost 3 weeks earlier. Her decomposing body was discovered by a maintenance worker in one of the rooftop water tanks after guests had complained about low water pressure.
They were drinking the water.
Funny.
They were drinking the fucking water. They were drinking. They said it was like brownish. And I'm like, so why were you drinking it? And I'm not talking about the people who live there, because those people will drink whatever the fuck they can drink. I'm talking about these guests from Europe. They're the couple, young couple that they're the young couple that complained enough where they went to check the water tower, and then that's when they found the body. And they were like, the water was brown, and they were drinking it. Dumbass.
Yeah, so it says video surveillance footage taken from inside an elevator shortly before disappearance showed her acting strange, pressing multiple elevator buttons, hiding in the corner.
Yeah, she was hiding in the corner. She kept popping out, popping in. Then she came out and went to the left, and they never saw her again. You know, they said there were no signs of like trauma. So, I mean, but once again, the only way you know, I always, you know me, I always believe there's a cover-up. It just doesn't make sense. They're saying that she was suffering from bipolar. She was scared, and she climbed up to the roof to hide. She must have thought she was being followed or chased, so she went to climb into the water tower. But once you go into the water tower, you can't get back out because the distance you can't get to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And everyone was talking about the door staying open. Why is the door stay open so long? But if you look, she pushes all the buttons, and she also keeps hitting the door open button. I mean, she's, you know, I mean, I don't know. But she was definitely bugging out. She gets out. She fucking like does some weird like sidestep. She definitely looks paranoid. I mean,
dude, she could have been tweaking, bro.
Well, no, they found no drugs. She wasn't known to do drugs. She had like a diary online, like a blog that was her whole diary. And she says in the diary, I don't do drugs. I don't drink. She said maybe if I wasn't so, you know, tight. But then again, you never know. Well, they looked for that. And they claimed there was none of that in her blood. Because, you know, you're out there, you never did it before, but you're in LA, maybe, you know, you might try some shit.
Right.
But they're saying the only drugs that were in her were the drugs she was supposed to be taking for her bipolar and her depression. But she was undertaking the drugs. There was too little in her for what the prescription said should have been in her. So they're saying she was under medicating and she started having like hallucinations, right, and shit like that. But when they were dropping
of meth, bro, that's like a crystal or schizophrenic, thing.
When they were dropping the whole shit about bipolar, and they were saying all the symptoms and shit, I fall into a lot of those categories. I do. I fall into a lot. I'm like, I might be bipolar.
I mean,
I might be.
It's possible. I've seen you snap before.
Oh no, I could
go
be.
From 0 to angry like pretty fast.
I could be, man, dude. I cry every day. Every day. Is that healthy? I don't know. Every day, out of nowhere. Sometimes something sparks it. Sometimes nothing sparks it.
You might be menopausal. You're at that age. That's probably what it is. I
mean,
you're menopausal,
and I'm like late 2 months.
Right. Are you pregnant, or just menopausal? You think?
I think it's probably menopausal.
Yeah, probably menopausal. With your 52,
I'm not.
Yeah, with your 51. Age. Yeah.
Well, my age is probably just menopause. How do you feel that this dude with menopause is gonna beat the crap out of you? I think we got a new follower on Patreon.
Oh, do we? That's what's up. Hell yeah! Shout out to the Patreon subscribers.
Yeah, man. Shout out to y'all. We're gonna be hooking it up soon, taking care of y'all. You're gonna get to see me beat this dude. We're gonna take care of y'all. Yeah. We're gonna make sure it happens, all right?
Shit, there's some other stuff I feel like I wanted to talk to you about, but I can't remember what it is.
Did you see that thing I sent you? I don't know how true it is. Even the person who posted it said he didn't know how true it is, but about those robots that killed like 27 human people in the laboratory in China or some shit. I sent it to you on Instagram.
All right, hold on. Let me pull it up.
I don't know how true it is, man, but they said that these fucking robots like turned on the fucking people straight out of like a movie. And then just now when I was right when we came on, I was looking at this shit at this Chinese place where they have all these like fucking androids running around, and people like, I take a picture with you, and the android's like, sure, and it goes and takes a picture with them and shit. It's crazy.
I can't find it on Instagram.
What happened?
You sure you sent it to me on Instagram? How long ago did you send it to me?
Like yesterday or some shit, man. I sent it to you. What do you mean? I'm not sure. I could have been on a reel. It could have been on TikTok. I think it was TikTok. I sent it to you on. I don't go on there much because I'm fucking banned.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I never go on TikTok.
Yeah, why bother?
Yeah, I don't go on TikTok.
Everything I put up, they ban. I could say I'm Puerto Rican. I'm racist because I'm Puerto Rican.
Oh yeah, here we go.
It never ends.
This one?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try to get it on the computer.
Yeah, that's the one, man. The dude says he don't know. I don't know how true it is either, of course, but that's what we do. We give misinformation.
Right.
But if it's true, that's some serious shit. And once again, if they're fucking around with intelligence, because they're fucking around with intelligence that can think for itself. You know what I'm saying? And that could adapt, and that can, didn't they learn anything from the movie Space Odyssey? Is that what it is? Or
iRobot?
What's the one? 2001 Space Odyssey.
Yeah, Space
the
Odyssey,
fucking ship. The ship takes over because they created a ship that can teach itself and learn. Yeah, check this shit out right here, man.
So a lot of people already know that Elon Musk has warned about AI technology, but I found a strange report. I don't know if it's true, but listen to it and let me know what you think.
At a top robotics company in Japan this week, 4 robots being developed for military applications killed 29 humans in the lab.
In Japan.
And they did it
2018
by shooting what he called metal bullets. I didn't know there was any other kind. The scariest part is that lab workers deactivated 2 of the robots, took apart the 3rd. But the 4th robot began restoring itself and somehow connected to an orbiting satellite to download information about how to rebuild itself even more strongly than before.
So a lot of people already know that.
Yeah, there you go. So I don't know if that's true, but if they fucking with that shit could be true. And the truth is, because I didn't know there were any kind. There's rubber bullets. You know what I'm saying? They got rubber bullets. Metal and rubber bullets. They had like live ammunition in them, you know, which should definitely kill machines. Because you think, why wouldn't they have rubber bullets? Rubber bullets will show somebody out. You know what I'm saying? And it's a fucking, you know, military robot. Just go out there and bust everybody in the head with rubber bullets, and you know, less killing.
Yeah, I'm looking.
You know?
I'm looking.
The military should switch to paintballs. Wouldn't that be dope if when you went to war it was all paintballs, or even like the little BB gun shits, man? You know, those shits
pellet gun. A pellet gun.
Not the pellet guns. Airsoft.
Airsoft. Airsoft is fun.
I went airsofting, dog. And the minute I walked in, this kid got hit in the eye. He took off his fucking goggles for a second, got hit in the eye. His eye was like this.
You cannot.
I was sweating bullets. It was so hot when I was playing that shit. My shit was fogging up.
Yeah.
So you have to go in the corner and just try to wipe them and shit, put them back on.
Was it indoor?
That shit was crazy. It was indoor, dude.
Oh, shit, indoor. Bro.
Airsoft.
That's intense.
It was dope. It was me and my boys. And actually, they did this thing called it was like football. They gave my boy Polo the fucking football, and he was in there in a gi, because the gi be thick. You know what I'm saying? So he had that shit wrapped up.
That's smart, dude.
He had on his gi because he fights. He's a fucking fighter, but
right.
He had on his gi and shit. He put the fucking football in there. Grabbed the heater, we were running through, we actually scored a touchdown. They said we were the first ones to score a touchdown in that game. They didn't know they were rolling with thugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit ain't nothing new to us. We were going through there like madmen, but then this dude came in, and supposedly he was like an ex-Navy SEAL. He was fucking up everybody.
Yeah.
So when they told me he was an ex-Navy SEAL, I believed it, because this motherfucker came up behind me like this. I was at a window. No one was there. I'm looking around. I'm at a window. I poke my head through the window, come back out. He said like this. He said, "Do you surrender?" I said, "Dude, please do not shoot me, because that shit hurts."
You probably would have. I would swing on somebody if they hit me point blank in the back of the head like that. There's no reason for them to shoot you.
No, he let me go.
Yeah,
he let me just go and surrender. You know,
that's good.
But we did that. This one kid, he had to be like about maybe 15. We all got shot up, right? It was me. If I'm correct, it was me, my son, my boy Polo, and I forgot who was there. I think my man Mark was there, but we all got hit. So when you get hit, you got to go back to the spot,
right?
You know, like sort of like a reset, and then you come back out again. You know what I'm saying? But we were all kind of chilling there because we was like sweating, hot, and this kid on the other team jumped out on us, and he went like this, and he had no more pellets. And we looked at each other and looked at him. He said, "I surrender." We looked at him. He said, "All of us." Just shot his ass up, yo. Fuck out of here.
Yo, so check this out.
No fucking prisoners.
This pop-up just came up on my internet browser.
Join the fight against misinformation. That is great. Join the fight against misinformation. Who is running that?
Yeah,
that I should trust you to tell me what's right or not. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of misinformation out there. I mean, I'm out there. Some of the stuff I say is on. Most of it's probably wrong. I don't know. I'm just going by what I hear.
Yeah. So this is Snopes, right? Snopes. Yeah, Snopes.com, which has made themselves the official, fact checking group.
Isn't that like some dude and his wife?
I'm gonna find out who owns it.
I think it's because I saw some shit where they were like, "Yo, the people who run this shit aren't even like, they're just regular people like you and me."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's like me and you starting a fact checker. You know, that's like when they said when they came out, they said Wayfair was delivering children, and Wayfair came out and said, "Look, we're not delivering children," and they were like, "Yeah, they're not delivering children." Like, you know, that's like coming up to me. You know, when back in the day, you dealing drugs. I'm not dealing drugs. He's not dealing drugs. You know, I remember the last time I got arrested, I was with my brother. We were sitting in front of the Bill Cosby house on the show. Because that was in Manhattan, the house itself. So we were sitting in the front of that house, smoking a blunt for lunch, and we got busted. And they took me in for they found like a little fucking dingy little roach in like a hole in one of my pockets. So they took me in. My brother's sitting there. He got the blunt still in his hand. I don't know why he didn't throw it, but he got it in his hand. You can see smoke coming through his fingers. These motherfuckers are all on me, checking me. Then they turn to him and they're like, the cop goes, what about him? Because they're handcuffing me already. And they go, what about him? And my brother goes, I don't got nothing. And the cop goes, he don't got nothing. And they go, all right, don't worry about him. Some fucking Jedi shit. And it's not like I want him to get arrested. I didn't want him to get arrested, but I'm just sitting there going, really? You taking me in for a little roach? And this motherfucker got smoke coming up from his hands. And I'm a fucking bad guy. Whatever, I'll be that.
All right, so I got a little information on Snopes, right? So Snopes was founded by, let me see.
Now, have you gotten all this fact checked?
Yeah, so this is a Snopes founder. His name's David Mickelson, right? He's like a Bay Area guy. Here he is on.
See, once again,
what?
Go back to that dude's face.
Yeah, I know, serial killer, right? Yeah, looks creepy.
Serial killer, dog.
Yeah.
If you found out he had 19 bodies under his floorboards at home, I wouldn't be surprised, man. Mm-hmm. Serial killer. Bring up any fucking white dude you want, like a normal dude. Any kind of like dude, man. Just look up a name. Put up like fucking put up like any kind of Harry name, man. And I guarantee you see a picture of that dude, he looked like a serial killer. Any fucking name. Look at Prince Harry. If you found out, well, first of all, if you found out Prince Harry, that's not the one that's touching little peepees. But if you found out, I mean, he might touch a little pee or two. I don't know.
We don't
know, but he's never been accused of that. He's never been accused of that.
We also don't know that either.
As far as I know, I know his brother, right? The one that they keep, they're like, he's not touching little peepees, but they keep fucking cutting him off of everything. He's cut off of everything, but he ain't out there fondling little bolitos. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But whatever, I wouldn't be surprised if he's a serial killer. Like if they said, oh, Prince Andrew was a serial killer, I'd be like, yeah, he looks like one. Because they all look like one.
All right, so this is. I want to go back to the Snopes thing, right? So Snopes is regarded by the mainstream media as the premier fact-checking site online, right?
All right.
Now this happened in August of last year.
Of course, because I don't even think they had fact-checking sites until last year. I never heard of them until last year. I could be wrong, but it won't be my first time I was wrong.
So that guy, David Mickelson, the fact-checking site has banned the owner, who owns half the company, from writing articles after a BuzzFeed News investigation prompted an internal review. Yeah.
So the dude who created it is banned from it.
From writing, yeah, because
he can't even write on his own.
Yeah, because he plagiarized. He copied and pasted shit from other pages. Oh, shit.
Who can you trust?
Us. Definitely us.
Yeah, look at this face. This is a trusting face. It looks like I owe someone money. And like they had the knife up to my face and they were like, "You're gonna have my money?" And I'm like, "Dude, I promise I have it on Friday." And he goes, like he just did that little like, all right, you know, pretty boy. And they cut me in the shit.
You ever see anybody with the $1.50 scar up their face?
Of course. Well, dude, I grew up in the hood. I know a few people with $1.50s, man.
My barber in Atlantic City had one all up the side of his face, man.
Thank God that I ain't never got sliced in the face, man. I don't need no more drama on my face. It's rough enough. You know, that must suck. You know, I know dudes that got like their neck sliced. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes with neck slices from the ear to the neck. Whew, man.
So
I'm grateful that I avoided all that, like, you know, life-altering shit, man. I don't know how I did it or why I was able to do it and other people weren't.
Do you know what the origin of $1.50 comes from? I didn't know this until I just
150 stitches is what it takes.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
To close it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
You should have asked me. I would have told you.
Yeah, it says the rumored origins are it's from New York. That slang. Yeah. It's usually most slang is from New York.
Nah, not all. LA be coming up with some shit.
Yeah, but it's not shit that is good.
I mean, I
don't like
know.
the West Coast, bro. I really don't.
I wouldn't know. The truth is, I wouldn't know. I don't know what. I know they say fool.
Yeah.
What up, fool?
Yeah.
Because that kid I punched in the face that time, for calling me a fool. And I found out that that's just what they say. You know.
Have you ever been out to California?
Punch. What happened?
Have you ever been out to California?
Man, I got to get out there, man. I've never been there. Isn't that crazy?
Maybe we should do a rated G.
But not really, though. It's not that crazy, dude, because, you know, I don't know. I'm a hood dude, man. And when you live in the hood, most people, all you know is the hood.
Right.
You know, that's the mentality it puts you in. Like when I turned 16, dude, I didn't even think about getting a car. Like I never thought I would own a car. I don't know why. I just never thought I would own a car. I mean, I've owned a couple used, but I never saw myself going in and buying a car like I did fucking 2 years ago, dog. I never saw myself doing that. It was like, you know, that's the mentality they put in you that you this is it. You know, the best you could hope for is getting a good job and just paying those bills and, you know, boom, you know. But I think a lot of the people, when I grew up, I think a lot of them got out of the hood. I think my generation, we got our kids out, you know.
Yeah.
My son was thinking car at like 12 years old, 13.
That's good.
And that's the thing, because that's good because I had a car at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like my parents didn't have, my father had cars, but they were like, he always lent them to people and they fucked them up. So he didn't have cars for long. Right. So I didn't grow up having a car. Plus I was in New York. You didn't really need it.
Right. Yeah. What did you really need? I mean, a car is always nice to have, but it's not necessary in the city like that. You know?
Nah, in New York, I wasn't even thinking about that shit in New York.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't until I got out here in the middle of fucking Carajo land. And then I fucking said I need a ride to get back to New York.
Yeah, man. Fuck taking the bus.
I hate that fucking bus, man. And thank God I don't have to go on. Because you remember the last time I got taken off by cops, man. I got into beef with the fucking driver. She was like, you know, cops like, you have to get off. She doesn't want to drive. I said, dude, I'm sitting here with my eyes closed, yo. How am I fucking with anybody? You just walked on the bus, came right up to me. What was I doing? Nothing. You're going to have to get off the bus. I said, go fuck yourself.
What was the problem the driver had with you? Or was there no issue?
The driver was this chick who, I don't know what she was going through that day. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I know that I didn't make it any better. Right. I know that fucking with me didn't make it any better for her because, man, I never went so in on somebody. Because what happened was she was just being a dick, yo, like this. Like everybody was waiting. She already pulled up late. And then she's like being a real dick about letting people on. Then when we got on, she's like, oh, you know, they always give you like the little, you know, no smoking on the bus, no drinking on. They always give you that. Right. But this chick was going in deep, like on every single rule of the bus and saying it slow and saying it knowing that we were all like, come on, yo. You know, like everyone's muttering. And she's like, okay, well, you just want to mutter, I will start all over. And she started from the beginning again. She was just on some real power shit, right? And everyone's like, oh God, and this and that. And I just finally lost. And I said, yo, I stood up and I was like, shut the fuck up and drive the bus. Yeah. And she was like, who said that? Who said that? And I didn't say nothing, you know. And then she goes, we're not going nowhere until somebody says who did it. So I said, I said it. I fucking said it. Shut the fuck up and drive the fucking bus, yo. We got places to go. And she's like, I'm not going nowhere till you get off. I said, I ain't getting off. Go fuck yourself. I guess we'll see you all day, you know. And then next thing I know, I'm sitting there. I got my headphones in. I'm just relaxing. I'm like, fuck it. She's eventually going to have to move the bus. Right. And then I see 3 fucking cops come on the fucking bus. And I just kept my, you know, bones stood in my groove. Then they came up. They tapped me on the shoulder. I take my headphones out. I'm like, yeah, what can I do for you? They're like, you're going to have to get off the bus. I said, for what? They said, she don't want to drive you. I said, I don't give a fuck. She wants to drive me. I got a ticket. Right. And they're like, yeah, but they said you had a disturbance. I said, what disturbance? Ask anybody here if I was doing any kind of disturbing. I said, you just came on. What was I doing? You wasn't doing anything. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Fuck her and fuck you. And they were like, you're going to have to get off the bus. I said, I'll tell you what. Go get the manager and bring the manager on the bus. Mm-hmm. I want him to tell me where he's going to put me. I'm not just getting off this bus and this bus is driving away and I'm left with they took my ticket. Right. So they went and got the manager. The manager came on and he was like, we're going to put you on the bus right behind you. It's loading up right now. And I said, fine. I got off the bus. I went on the bus behind him, which was the later bus. We got there before her.
Beautiful.
We got there before her. I got off at the fucking bus stop and I saw her bus drive by going to Caesars. And I went to Caesars. I got there before her, walking. I got there before her, okay? And I just sat there by the bus depot. And when it pulled in and she got off, I was like, you grimy fucking bitch. I just started ripping her. I said, if you married, I know your husband is miserable. If you got kids, I know they hate you. You ain't nothing but I was just ripping. And then security came out and I said, dude, I'm not in the casino. I'm right here on the sidewalk. Go fuck yourself. I'm not threatening her. I'm not saying I'm abusing her verbally. This is America. She don't like it, walk away. Then I ran into her again at fucking when I was walking home. Because then I walked away and I ran into her again at Tropicana. Threw a couple of fuck yous out of there too. Last time I ever took that shit. Fuck you, shout out to Greyhound. I actually reported her too. I went online, I made a complaint. You know what I'm saying? And them dudes like, oh, we're so sorry you had a bad time. We'll give you a ticket. I said, listen, the minute she brought fucking cops on that bus, the minute she took it to bring cops on that bus, she put my life at risk.
Right.
My life expectancy was at 50-50. Because that's what it is whenever you deal with a cop.
Right.
For whatever reason. And anybody who fucking is going to say otherwise don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
You ain't got Facebook, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You see it all the time. And don't get it twisted. They do it to white kids too.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get it twisted. Saw a video of a white kid get out saying, please don't shoot me. He lays on the floor like this with his hands down. They shoot that motherfucker on the top of his head. Okay? So anytime you call cops, you out there calling cops on people, you fucking rats out there calling cops on fucking people, you putting their life at risk. You putting their life at risk. Especially in New York.
Yeah. Was it city cops, NYPD that came? Or was it like transit metro?
No, it was like
transit police?
Transit police or some shit. I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't even know. They were in blue.
Yeah.
Fuck them too.
Yeah, man. It's always in, like, I always get fucking mouthy.
They're just doing their job.
I get lit from the TSA, bro.
Job, man.
They're the ones who always got something to say.
Like TSA stopped fucking Mike for a fucking Red Bull that was in his bag. And I went through with drugs. Son. I had weed in my bag. I had mushrooms. I had some acid. I went through with drugs.
As long as it's liquid under 3 ounces, they're not looking, or an explosive, they don't care. They don't.
It was hysterical because when we were going on, Terry was like, you ain't got nothing on you, right? And I was like, no. And then we get to the hotel and I'm emptying my bag and I'm taking out ounces of shit. Blah, 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 blah. He's like, I thought you didn't have nothing. I said, I wasn't going to tell you I had something so you could start acting different.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like you were going to get busted.
Right.
If I got busted, it's mine. I'm not going to say it's you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What you fucking talking about? But yeah, I walked right through. And Mike was in front of me. They stopped Mike and let me go right through. And Mike had a fucking Red Bull.
Yeah, I mean, really, you know, what they're looking for, what the TSA does is...
And he has to get rid of it.
Yeah, they misdirect people. Like, they're rude on purpose to make you feel uncomfortable. So you get, you know, nervous and they, you know, catch somebody with a knife or a gun or, you know, some sort of explosive liquid. That's all they look for. They don't care about drugs. Not on domestic flights. If you're flying international, you're probably going to get pinched.
I went to Amsterdam. I bought weed back.
Really? When was this?
And I got pulled.
Yeah, when was this though?
This was in 1990.
Yeah. See. I mean, dude. Yeah, way different, bro. That's
1995,
bro.
But I'll tell you this. No, actually, this was in 1993 because I went there twice. Mm-hmm. So in 93, I went there with my man Butch. Shout out to my brother Bush. Pew, 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 pew. Rest your soul, baby. I love you. I went with Butch. He won a contest on the radio. Calls me up in the morning, tells me, yo, turn on your radio. I turn the radio tonight. It was like on TV, because right when I turned it on, you know how on TV, whenever they say turn on your TV, it's right at the point they want to hear.
Right.
It's never like you miss some of it. It's always like they just thought.
Yes.
That's exactly how it was. I turned on my radio. I heard the dude say, "So you just want a trip for two to the grand opening in London for Planet Hollywood? You're gonna be taking your lady?" And he goes, "Hell no, I'm taking my boy G." And I was like, and I had just woken up. I'm listening to it. I go, "I'm going to London?" Oh shit, I'm going to London, right? Yeah. So we went to London. We went to the grand opening. That shit was dope, yo. We were literally right across the street in Piccadilly Circle. Is that what it's called?
I don't know. I've never been.
I think it's called Piccadilly. But we could have walked there. But instead of us walking there, they pick us up in a fucking stretch Mercedes. I had my dreads. I just got signed at Epic Records. So this was 92. I just got signed at Epic Records. I'm feeling myself. You know what I'm saying? My man Butch, he's a baller. They pick us up in a Mercedes stretch, dog. And instead of we're right across the street, but they take us all the way around. And as we're going around, it's just streams of people. It was like the biggest thing going on out there. Mm-hmm. You know, it was insane. And we pull up. Did I ever tell you this story?
No, I've never heard this story before.
We pull up to the red carpet. They open the door for us. And the minute I step out, I start walking and all I hear is, and I already know, because we had people jumping on our car, taking pictures, and I could see them mouthing the words, "Who's that?"
Yeah.
Like, who was that? You know what I'm saying? I just looked like somebody. I had the dreads. Right, you know what I'm saying? Right. Puerto Rican with dreads. I looked like somebody. My boy's hanging. He's stocky, just chilling, looking like an Italian gangster. And we get out and the crowd goes crazy. And I'm going like this, like I'm this shit. I'm like, "Yeah, what's up? What's up?" And then as I go to say what's up, I look up and I see the back of my head on the screen. And behind me was Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh. That's what they were going crazy for. I was like, oh. And I just put my hand down and shit and walked in. That shit was funny as fuck. That shit was dope though, man. I was dancing with this old chick with Danny Glover. We were both like, ooh, 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 ooh. It was dope, man. Hung out with fucking Bruce Willis and his band. Bruce Willis came up to me and my man. He said, "You guys look like the only down-to-earth dudes in this place." Mm-hmm. I said, "That's because we are."
Yeah.
The whole night, my man was like, "Who's that?" And I'm like, "That's nobody. They got here for free the same way we got here for free. Yeah. If you don't recognize them, it's nobody." You know what I'm saying? Nobody. I said, "Look at them. It's like us. Everybody keeps thinking we somebody. You don't see everybody going, 'Who's that?'"
Yeah.
So especially because everybody, oh yeah, and I also hung out with Bruce Willis's wife at the time, Demi Moore, right?
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, she was cool.
Yeah, cool.
She was cool. It was cool. I hung out with him afterwards too. We hung out because we was in the same hotel as the band.
Right. Oh, sick.
So he stepped out and we chilled for a little while. Not long, nothing crazy, just kind of talking and kicking it, but it was dope. It was dope. But then what happened was we were there for, I think, a week. I think the trip was for like a week with the grand opening. Mm-hmm. And we couldn't find no weed. We went all the way like into the hood and we picked up for 20 pounds, dude, a fucking little tray bag for 20 pounds. And my man was like, "What the fuck?" And this chick told him, "Well, Amsterdam's only an hour and a half from here." And we were like, "What?" And my man was like, "Yeah, let's go to Amsterdam for 3 days. Then we'll come back here and we'll leave from here," because our flight was from there, free flight.
Right. Yeah, you just got to go across the sea. It's not
yeah, far dude. Yeah. Yo, my man was like, "You want to go?" And I said, "Dude, I'm broke, but if you go, when we get back to New York, I'll make that money and pay you back." He said, "We're going to fucking Amsterdam." Yeah. Went to Amsterdam. And of course, we were like, we're bringing back like an ounce of weed with us, man. So I took that shit. I put that shit in my, I took a half ounce. He took a half ounce. And I put a half ounce, shoved it into my fucking deodorant.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It's a good move.
I pulled out the deodorant, put it in there. I cut the stick, used it. I even plucked the hair and put it right on top so that it looked like it was being used. And everything was gravy till we got to New York. When we got to New York, they grabbed me and pulled me to the side and started going through my bags. My man walked right through, and then they were like, "You to the side." And I looked, I said, they got me, Butchie. That's what I said. I said, they got me. They caught me, man. That's what I was saying as they were walking me to the side. They got me, man. They caught me, you know, playing it off like I ain't got no shit. Yeah. This bitch was going through my shit. She took out the fucking thing. And right when she took it out, in my head, I'm thinking they know. But then she's holding it. Wouldn't let it go. And I'm just sitting there. She's like, what you go to Amsterdam for? I was like, oh, I got a tattoo. Because I had just gotten a tattoo while we were out there. Right. You know, I said we were hanging out. You know, I said smoking is legal out there. We went out there to smoke and get tattoos and have fun. And they let us walk right through. She put the shit back in my bag and we walked right through and we went outside and smoked a fat blunt. The minute we got out of the airport, dog, I was bugging. I was like, yo. Because back then, a half ounce, I would have went in for that.
Oh, dude, a long time too. Yeah, long time. You probably would have done like 10 years or something for a little bit.
Yeah. People act like that shit. Like now, man, I tell my son, man, you don't understand how easy it is to just chill and smoke weed. Now, it wasn't like that. Man,
it wasn't like that. Even when I was like 16 or 17, you could still do like a month in jail for a fucking joint, you know? Like you could, they could lock you up for that.
You would definitely get put in the fucking system.
Right.
If they found you with weed, you were going into the car, they're bringing you in, and that was the easy bust.
Right.
That was the easy bust because they know you know if it's low quality, they know you're just gonna have to pay a fine.
Right. Exactly.
Community service. Dude, I did community service. Me and my man was smoking blunts on the van. The dude told us if you're gonna smoke, go all the way to the back. We had the back window open, and we were smoking blunts on the van doing community service. Picking up garbage on the highways, dog. The cars going by me at 85 miles an hour. What the fucking nerve of these motherfuckers.
I had 3 friends actually that were in Ocean City, Maryland. This is probably like 2010, 2011. They smoked a bowl. They didn't have anything else in the car. They had a bowl that was packed. They smoked the bowl on the way to Burger King, put the bowl down in like the center console or whatever. The bowl's pretty much finished. You know, it's like caked out. They go in, get their food. They come back out. They get in the car. Cop cars come. They take the bowl, empty it out, bang it out, and put it on a scale and charge. It was like 0.3 and charged them each with 0.1. And they got locked up. And we were all living in West Virginia at the time.
For the weight of the scale.
For the weight of the
bowl.
Yeah, the ash. No, not the bowl. The ash that was in the bowl. He emptied the bowl out and put the scraped it out and put it on the scale.
0.03.
Yeah, and then gave them each a charge for possession of weed and paraphernalia, locked them up for the night. They had to get bailed out in the morning, drive 5 hours back to West Virginia, and then come back to court to pay their fines, do community service, and then
oh yeah, that was a scam for a while.
Yeah, dude, they were they got baked and went to Burger King at like 2 a.m. That was the crime.
I'm the worst host. I'm the worst host in the world, right? Coughing and shit, smoking weed, coughing. This is why I won't be on NBC.
That's all right. We don't want you on NBC. So if you're on NBC, bro, we know. No, fuck Vice too, bro. No, Vice.
You don't like Vice?
No, they sold out. Fuck out, bro. All they do is fucking pander to the left, bro. These bullshit fucking artists. They used to be good, bro. They used to be awesome. I had so much respect for the guy who started Vice and the company, and they sold the fuck out.
I used to like it. I don't know. I haven't watched it in a long time.
Yeah, they sold the fuck out.
Although the little Vice logo would look nice in the corner down here, right? Like if it was right down there in the corner.
Fuck that. Fuck them, bro. I don't want anything.
Nah, I don't know. You listen. If you say fuck them, then fuck them.
Yeah.
How about that? I don't know. I'm not a big Vice watcher. I just thought that they were the edgy channel now. You know.
They were. They sold out.
Sold out. Mm-hmm. I started watching a documentary on that dude who opened up his own hotel back in the 1800s.
Oh, dude. Holmes. H.H. Holmes.
H.H. Holmes, dog.
Bro, I would love.
Opened up his own hotel and was murdering people and selling the body parts.
All right, so I want to tell you about a book I read that has to do with H.H. Holmes. I want to
tell you about a book I read.
It's called Devil in the White City. So this dude killed people in Chicago in the 1800s around the Chicago's World Fair. But he actually moved into town from somewhere else. So they think he was killing people before he moved to Chicago, but he came on the radar in Chicago.
So he moved.
Right. But what he originally did before he had that hotel is he started dating this girl. and he picked a girl because her dad owned a pharmacy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he picked this girl, he started dating her, and then ended up killing her. And I believe the family took the pharmacy, and he just told people he was a doctor. When he came into town, he came into Chicago, he said, I'm Dr. Holmes.
Yeah.
Just said he was a doctor because you could do that in 1880. You know?
In 1880s, you could do anything in the 1880s.
You could just tell people you were a fucking doctor. So the hotel he built, he centered it around, like he planned it because he knew the World's Fair was going to be there, and that would bring all these people out. So all the women he was killing were these women who were coming from rural fucking Iowa, Illinois, Kansas, and they were taking trains into the city, and their families just never heard from them again because they were looking for work.
Yeah.
Wild, bro. He was actually locked up Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia. They have a haunted house, and he was actually locked up in that prison in the turn of the century.
There's some sick people out there, man. Like what? I don't know. I mean, I couldn't do it. It's too much stress. You know what I'm saying? It's too much stress. You gotta kill the person. Killing people ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy. It's not as easy as it looks on TV. You know?
Back then, it was a lot easier.
Nah, I mean, you get away with it, but like to strangle somebody, it takes a lot to strangle somebody. You know? You when people stab somebody like 30 times, you know, the murder castle, man, that shit is crazy, man.
Yeah, so he had this big building that he like built out, and it had these chambers, bro, and he would like gas people. Yeah, these little he would like bring them into a room that they thought was an office, and he would lock the door and then just gas them.
Can't trust no white people. You know, and everybody thought he was a doctor.
Yeah, bro. And they liked him too. They
said very unassuming. I don't like unassuming people.
Charismatic too.
Yeah, very unassuming.
And some people
I don't like unassuming, charismatic people, man. I stay away from those people.
Some people think he was Jack the Ripper. I think.
Well, actually, I just saw this thing on Jack the Ripper too, and I don't think they said it was H.H. Holmes. They said it was this other dude.
Oh.
They said they claimed they know who it is and that the cops actually knew who it was, but they just didn't have, it's one of those things they didn't have enough evidence to bring him in.
He was, I didn't know H.H. Holmes was, he was the first serial killer.
Yes, he was the first. He was the first serial killer, yes.
Yeah, he was the first. He confessed to 27 murders and hanged in 1896. Yeah, in modern history. First serial killer.
Because, modern history. Shit, if you think it was fucking easy this way, imagine back in the days of fucking
Genghis Khan and shit.
Fucking cavemen. Just bash a brother in the head with your club and keep walking. And they're just like, he must have got stepped on by a dinosaur. Motherfuckers framing dinosaurs and shit.
Yo, dude, we should get this guy on the podcast.
There's like a T-Rex out there. Wasn't me. What happened?
Bro, we should get this guy on the podcast. The great-great-grandson of H.H. Holmes, attorney Jeff Mudgett.
Ooh.
Yo, we should try to get him on as a guest, bro.
What do you think? He has a theory and everything.
Yeah.
The first serial killer. Woof. Man. I bet a lot of people just found that out. At least 30. At least 30 people just found that out. First serial killer, man. You look amazed. It's insane because they all get caught pretty much the same way too, man. Cars. Some sort of stupid car driving shit.
Yeah, this is real weird, bro. Check this article I just found out. So this Jeff Mudgett guy, who is like the great-great-grandson of H.H. Holmes.
Yeah, he's
a distant cousin of Meghan Markle, who she was the girl who married Prince Harry.
Oh, now.
Yeah.
He's married to now.
Correct. Yeah. Look.
So he's a distant cousin. I mean, do they know each other?
Yeah, this is Prince Harry's wife.
Yeah, but do they know each other? I mean, I'm pretty sure I got cousins I don't fucking know.
Oh, eighth cousin.
They ain't never met.
No.
They ain't never
It's still
met.
weird, bro.
But let me see that dude's face again. Let's see this dude's face, man. This dude, I'm telling you, they all look fucking. Come on, man. I mean, I wouldn't even fuck with that dude because just he looks like a serial killer. You know, he just and it's, they all. We never seen it coming because you wasn't looking. Because you want to believe that you know he's a nice guy. You know, they say Wayne Gacy he used to be dressed up as a clown at the kids' parties. Clowns are fucking freaky things, man. Clowns ain't fucking fun. They're freaky, scary shit. Out there killing people, man. Ugh. It's a hard thing. And there's so many, they're just so sadistic, man. It's what makes a person do that?
I don't know, man.
You know, what makes us fascinated? Like, what makes us like, why am I fascinated by that?
Well,
shit,
it's
man?
I think it's because like it's all people, you know. So if this person is capable of it, theoretically, so are we. You know, that's what fascinates me about it is that anybody who does anything in the world, no matter how outlandish or cool it is,
If one person does it, another person can do it.
it's possible. It's possible then. Yeah. If one person does it,
I mean,
it's fucking
the
possible.
BTK killer, that dude got away with it for fucking like 30 years, four decades, 3 decades. It's like, man, like, and then what we say the other day, man, like 50 motherfuckers are out there right now, man. I don't know. There's so much to avoid as far as life goes, man. Like I look at that and I grew up in the hood, so there's a lot to avoid in that. I got caught up in the game a little bit, had to avoid jail, had to avoid getting killed by, you know, people who just want to rob me or whatever. Yeah. You know, have to avoid so much. And then you go out there and you have to avoid serial killers. You have to avoid fucking getting shot by strays. You have to avoid, you know, fucking cars and fucking.
Oh, bro, I don't think I fucking told you what happened to us earlier this week. Did I tell you? Oh no, I did. Did I tell you about the fire that was in our building? Did I tell you about the shit?
You mentioned something about the fire. Yeah, you mentioned something about the fire. Why don't I remember?
Did we talk about it on the show about the crazy lady?
What happened? How'd she start a fire?
Okay, yeah. So it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and we're all, me, Tina, and the dog. We're passed the fuck out, and the fire alarm starts going off, and we're like, "What the fuck?" So we get up, and Tina goes outside on the balcony and smells smoke, and she's like, "Yo, there's fucking smoke." And we're like, "All right, let's get the fuck out of here." Put some shoes on real quick, grab the dog, run outstairs. And by the time we open, like we're opening the door, there's firemen.
Did you touch the door? Did you touch the door before you opened it?
Tina opened the door.
See? Now, did you close the door behind you?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
You know, you got to close the door. If you ever have a fire in a room, you close the door.
So
most people run out and they leave the door open, which gives it more oxygen and fuels the flame.
Right.
So you close the door to cut off the oxygen. Gotcha. And before you open the door, you touch the door. If that fucking fire would have been in your hallway,
right? Yeah.
You know, you got to worry about backdraft and shit like that, man.
Right.
You know, you always touch the door first. Touch the handle, touch the door. If you feel heat, you don't go out that way.
Right. She might have looked out through the peephole. But
there you go. You can do that too. That works.
but at the time that she goes to the door, we hear banging on all the doors in the hallway. The cops and the firefighters were already on our floor telling people like, "Yo, get the fuck out, get the fuck out, get the fuck out." Like 3 o'clock in the morning. And it was actually really cool that the response time from the time that the alarm went off to the time that the firefighters were here was like 2 fucking minutes. The dudes were here. I mean, we live around the corner from the fire department. So the story ends up happening that we've heard through our neighbors is that this lady released her dog out into the world and then torched her place. Yeah, she got locked up, dude. So I actually had 2 interactions with this
young lady, older lady,
older lady. And I want to say that I hope she gets the help she needs, because the first time I met her was like 2 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon, maybe 4. She was outside using the barbecue downstairs, like the charcoal grill, cooking food. And I ran into her in the elevator and she reeked of alcohol, and not like like, you know, when someone's drunk at a party, they smell like booze, but there's someone who's an alcoholic who smells like booze. And
it
like
comes out their pores and
correct,
everything.
Correct. And you can tell by the way they're talking.
It's not their breath. It's on their body. Their body smells like alcohol.
Yeah, it's on their body. And the fact that she was having clear, succinct conversations, but I could tell that she was fucking smashed, leads me to believe that she's probably an alcoholic, you know?
Okay.
You know, just
any mathematician might put that together.
Exactly. So then the next interaction I have with her, I'm in the hallway with Boots, and we both come around the corner, and she's got a chocolate lab, and the chocolate lab fucking lunges at Boots, and then Boots gets scared and fucking goes for the dog, and her dog scraped Boots right here by his eye. He's got two little marks. You know what? It didn't get his eye, so it wasn't that bad. I just cleaned it out, put some Neosporin on it, and he was fine. But then, like a week later, I actually see her downstairs smoking a cigarette in front of the building and like talking to people on the street at like 8 o'clock at night, also trash drunk, right? And then this shit happens. I should actually see if I can find.
She lit her house on fire, man.
Our apartment building, bro, on our floor. We're on the 4th floor, man. This was.
But it was her apartment, or
it was her apartment.
Right. So she didn't light the hallway on fire.
Correct.
Man. It's crazy. I don't know, man. I don't know what makes a person like, disconnect like that, where they just, I don't know what does it, man. You know.
You
found it. Oh, look at that face. We know that face. We know that face. Let's see it, baby. What's it say? Let's see it. Look at that face. I'm excited right now. What did this chick do? Burn, baby, burn. Woman claimed invisible husband torched the apartment. Scroll up. Let's read it. Right, Boynton Beach got it banging.
Yeah. Hold on. A woman from Boynton Beach told police her invisible husband set fire to her apartment before he flew away. Police arrested 61-year-old Paula Kokoff on a charge of arson on Tuesday morning. The call initially came in after 2 a.m. as a suspicious incident at a complex on South Federal Highway near East Woolbright Road and 1 Boynton Road. That's my building on my floor. Yeah. According to the arrest report, witnesses said they saw a woman throwing things off her balcony on the 4th floor, yelling, "Burn, baby, burn." Then they saw the flames coming from her apartment with the smoke detector going on. The first officers on the scene entered.
Burn, baby, burn.
Kalkoff's apartment. According to the arrest report, officers found her with a large lighter in her hand and a fire burning in her living room. Police evacuated the building. Officers even had to help a wheelchair-bound neighbor to safety. Kalkoff told her officers her invisible husband, George, started the fire and then he flew away afterwards and screamed, "Burn, baby, burn."
Because she wanted her husband to burn.
Kalkoff also said her apartment is filled with fentanyl and she wanted to burn as well. Damn, bro. I knew I should have went over there.
Did they find any fentanyl is the question.
I don't know, dude. I wish I would have been the first responder.
First responder, you go into a house, dude. You find a fucking bunch of money. Well, you get it all in.
A sidebar story. Actually, I knew this dude who was he was an EMT in Philly, like in like the 90s, 2000s, 2010s.
It is so cold in this motherfucker, man. I'm freezing. You notice my hands have been like this the whole fucking thing. Yo, I'm freezing. It's like 60 in my house and I got the heater on.
Dude,
that's crazy. That chick said, and then the funny thing is they go in there, she's holding the lighter in her hand. It's screaming, "Burn, baby, burn." And she's saying it's an invisible husband. Boynton Beach, man.
Yeah, we got Batman. We got people fucking burning shit down.
Speaking of Batman, yo, that brother's been putting up some pretty fucking Boynton Beach Batman. We got your back. You know, if you need to, man, hit us up and talk, man. He's been putting up some real dark stuff lately, man.
I know. I've reached out to him. I've reached out to him a couple times.
He's putting up some dark stuff. I think Boynton Beach Batman might murder somebody, especially after this new Batman comes out.
I'm gonna submit a request to get the police report for this lady's
fucking what's her name? Paula?
Yeah.
Fucking Paula, man. 60-something years old. But you know, you get to that age where you don't give a fuck. you know, try to burn down the apartment. See, the thing that sucks about living in a building, man, is you got to deal with all the other idiots. Like, I know I ain't going to, even though I did burn a hole in my cover the other day, but I know I ain't going to burn down my apartment. But now I got to worry about those other idiots. They're going to burn down their apartments. You know? That shit sucks. That shit sucks. But I think it's all like brick and shit. So I think if another apartment goes up, I should be all right. And I got fucking fire escapes everywhere. So I should be okay. You know? What do you like? Your faces be bugging me out, man.
No. I'm trying to figure out. You can submit to the town to get a copy of the police report. So I'm gonna try to do that for us.
Yeah, get us the police report.
Yeah, we'll get the official police report.
We'll see if we can get her on the show. We'll get a little jailhouse interview with her. See if we can get a jailhouse interview with her, dog. We'll go visit her. If you could film it, and I'll sit across from her and be like, why did you burn down your apartment? And she could tell me about her invisible husband. Is he here with us now? Yeah. Has he visited you since you've been locked up?
Do you think she gives him the invisible cold shoulder if he does something wrong? Like if he comes home late or something like that?
Does he show up a lot? Like, I got questions, man. Let's get this bitch on the show. I got questions, man.
Do they have problems finding time to spend together because of their busy schedules? You know, these are things
I just question, has he visited her before? Does he show up a lot? Or was that the first time he showed up and decided, you know? And she was screaming, burn, baby, burn, because she wanted her husband to burn. Mm-hmm. But he's invisible. Do invisible things burn? I guess the invisible man could burn, right? Is he dead?
But see, I don't know why she would need why would she need to use real flames? She couldn't just use invisible flames to snuff out the invisible man.
Now that's just ridiculous.
You're right. You know what?
Don't be ridiculous.
I'm sorry. Let's
don't be ridiculous. Hold back. That's like when I get mad watching superhero movies because I'm like, that's just not real. Meanwhile, it's a fucking movie about a superhero. That's not real either. Once you believe the superhero, I guess anything else goes, right?
Yep.
They can do whatever the fuck they want after that. You know? Movies will fuck you up, man. Movies be making people look like they could take shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, movies look like you could take like 37 punches to the face and still look good afterwards. You know? That you can get shot, you know, and like for the next 45 minutes still kick ass. And you know what I'm saying? It's like they make the body look so like durable, when the truth is it's not. The human body is very, very I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. It cures itself. It could take a lot of things, but it's also very fragile.
Very, very fragile.
You know what I'm saying? Doesn't take a lot to get cut. Doesn't take a lot to break a bone. It takes a lot to fucking strangle a motherfucker. But even that's not a lot. You know, people do it. And you look at some of these serial killers, not like they're all beefcakes and shit. It's not like they're all these muscle heads out there fucking putting people in the sloop. Yeah, it's like, you know, I don't know.
Fucking Paula, man.
Oh, man. Fucking Paula. We got to get Paula on the show.
Dude, God, man. The worst part was, dude, I'm pretty sure it was like a Sunday.
What would you say to her? Would you be like, what the fuck were you thinking? You know, I lived there with my dog. You could have burnt down the whole apartment, you stupid. Would you say that? Would you be like that? Or would you be like very caring and loving and like, how are you feeling nowadays, Paula? Has your husband come to visit you? Do you get conjugals? Imagine she gets conjugals. Like if she requested conjugals for an invisible husband, would they give it to her?
They might.
Do they have cameras in those rooms? You just see her there with her legs spread open. Who's to say she is or isn't? Doesn't even matter if she has an orgasm because 80% of women don't. So in reality, she could even do it just for a couple of seconds and be like, this is another reason why I hate this motherfucker. He's quick. You go in there, she's just laying over the bed. And you're filming it. You just see it fucking... Ah, shit.
It was about an hour and a half before the episode got weird. Not 40 minutes.
What happened?
My prediction was 40 minutes in the episode would get weird, but it was about an hour and a half before it got real weird.
It's gotta get weird for a second, right? For a little while.
Fucking Paula, man. Yeah, I would love to have her on. She's not going to be in studio though. That's for sure. Zoom link, or I'll go to her. You know, she's not coming back here.
I would take the trip for that. I would take a trip for that.
I'm pretty sure she's not allowed back in the building.
Yeah, she's not going to come back to your building. No, that'd be ridiculous. You know,
Dude.
how much damage was done? A lot of damage.
No, it was contained to her apartment. I don't think it was really like a terrible fire. I think in the time frame that it happened, it happened all very fast. I think she set the fire, started throwing the shit out of their house. The people called, they came, and it was all pretty quick.
Well, all right.
You know, because by the time the fire,
so big up to the Boynton Beach Fire Department,
right?
You know, protecting our boy Brian.
They got here quick, man. I do appreciate
Boots
that. They were here fast as fuck. You know, they were here in minutes. But then it was annoying because, you know, the sprinkler system fire panel, those things got to get reset after there's a fire. So every hour from 3 a.m.
Did they
to like
pop in her
6.
house?
I'm not sure. Probably. You would think so. Yeah, I would bet they did.
Does it pop like if it pops in one house? Does it pop in all of them?
No, because these things, you know, they have like the sensors on them, so it won't pop unless the smoke is going off. But I think it's on like a zone thing. You know, that would have been fucking terrible. If all my shit,
imagine everybody's shit just starts popping.
But
that's the worst way to get woken up.
In this building, you have to have renter's insurance. So I have a renter's policy. So if that shit went off, my insurance would pay for me to get all new shit.
Oh, I get all new shit. That's nice.
I mean, they're supposed to. Whether or not they would is a different story.
Maybe she just wanted new shit. So she lit her house on fire. You know? I can't begin to tell you how cold it is, man.
Yeah, I'm a little chilly myself.
I gotta get out to fucking chilly. What is it, like 70 out there? You fuck. Out there fucking where it's nice and warm. Is your lady out there?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she is. Tell her hello.
I will. Boots says hello also.
What up, Boots? Yeah, my animals don't got shit to say to you. You know, my animals, they just want me to beat you up. What's wrong, man? You look tired. How was your night? You had an all right night?
No, dude. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that fire wake up call.
When was that? When did that happen?
That was Tuesday morning, man. It was like 2:00 in the morning, Monday going into Tuesday.
Oh yeah, so you didn't tell me about this. How could you have told me? About this?
I guess I didn't tell you about it. No, yeah. Fuck, bro. What a.
Well, you know, it adds a little excitement to your day. You know, you had a story to tell, man. It's all about the stories, dude. That's why I'm like depressed, because there's nothing to do. You know, like there's nothing to do. It's freezing cold. I'm broke. So whatever gas I got in the car, I got to keep there. You know, I'm broke till next Friday, man.
Well, when I kick your ass, you'll have tons of stories to tell for decades afterwards.
I cannot wait to lay hands on you, my brother. I'm going to knock the spirit out of you.
That's not very nice.
I'm going to hit you so hard, your spirit's going to haunt that building. Yo, man, I will tell you this, man. If you're going to LA, do not stay at the Cecil Hotel. You know, it's funny because I stayed at out here. We got what's that shit over there? Fucking right by it's right by Bally's. What's the name of that place, man? They got like the sign up on the wall, sign up on the top of the building. It's a fucking famously haunted hotel. If you put in haunted hotel in Atlantic City, it'll definitely pop up. And I'm here to tell you that shit is haunted. Straight up fucking haunted. It's almost, I mean, I guess, you know, it's hard to say because it's almost like the Cecil in the sense, like, you know, people get murked there all the time. You know, not too long ago, I think last year, somebody got shot up there, some 21-year-old or some shit. They were wilding out here in AC for a little while, man. When I was on tour, I heard they were wilding on the boardwalk. Now they got, because you hear these horns blow every night at 10 o'clock. And I was wondering what the horns were. It's curfew. Yeah, it's curfew horns, man. They got to send them kids home because they was wilding. I didn't know that. I did not know that. But you learn something new every day. And that's why every day is worth at least getting into. You never know what you're going to learn. Be open to a new experience.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm trying to shake off all this. That's why I said maybe I'm bipolar.
No, definitely. Yeah, you definitely are.
I was looking at that shit and there was like things, I'm saying I do that. I'm like, oh shit. If it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, maybe I'm a duck.
Quack, quack, motherfucker.
Yeah, quack, quack, motherfucker.
I got an uncle who every once in a while, when he drinks a little too much, we can convince him to sing the Star Spangled Banner in a Donald Duck voice.
And that's entertaining to you.
It's fucking hysterical.
That's entertaining to you.
Try it. You can do the Donald Duck. Try to sing the Star Spangled Banner.
I'm not going to do that.
Come on,
no, I'm not.
Please. Do it for the clip.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not even singing. No, you know what it is? I just can't sing the Star Spangled Banner. I don't agree with it. It's a racist song.
How so?
Look at the second verse. Motherfuckers never sing the second verse. You know what I'm saying? And you got to look at the breakdown of the second verse because it's written in that old English. You got to have the second, you got to look up what does the second verse mean? And it drops it about hoping that all the blacks die and shit. And almost like they're fools for fighting for this country. Because when you come back, you're not going to have shit. It's some crazy shit. They never sing the second verse. It's a racist fucking song. I've never been big on that. I've never been big on pledging allegiance.
So what verse? This one? This is the second verse.
Yeah. I want to see I think it's in the third then. And we're that band who so vacantly swore that the havoc of war and the battle's confusion. Their blood was washed out, their foul footsteps pollution, no refuge could save the hireling and slave from the terror of flight and the gloom of the grave, and the Star Spangled Banner in triumph doth wave. That's the lyric right there. You gotta look at what the breakdown means, but that whole shit is on some dumb shit because it's something about the slaves and there you go, lyrics and meaning. First of all, who wrote it?
All right, here we go. Francis Scott Key was the guy who wrote it.
Who wrote it?
Yeah. So this is what was it? Oh yeah, here we go. He's venting at the anger of the British poisoned the ground they walked on. So the hireling refers to the British use of mercenaries, German Hessians. And slave is a direct reference to the British practice of impressment or kidnapping of American seamen and forcing them into British man of war. So you're saying that American is slaves, not like the slaves in America.
All right. Well, you know what? I had a different breakdown when I found it. I'll find my breakdown. I guarantee you a black dude wrote that one.
yeah, for sure. I mean, there's
I'm pretty sure a white dude wrote that one and a black dude wrote the other one. He took the slave thing to mean something different. I gotta find it. I'll find it. But that's the thing with misinformation, baby. There's so much information out there. Which one is the truth? I don't know. I'm gonna find the one that I found, and I'll read it on the next one.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find.
And I'll read it on the next one. But that's the funny shit. I guess it's all interpretation, man. I've had people. When I was doing music, I've had people totally misinterpret shit that I wrote.
Right.
Totally. I'll be like, "Where did you hear that?" In the lyrics, and they're like, well, when you say this and this, I'm like, yeah, I'm talking literal. I'm talking about me. You know what I'm saying? Like I've had people totally misunderstand what I was trying to
we
say.
were talking about the same thing with text messages. You read the text the way you feel. You know, music and comedy is probably like that also, you know?
Comedy is too, because I remember there was this one joke that I used to say, and somebody told me what they thought I was saying, and I was like, that's what you got from the joke? I'm trying to remember, what was the joke? Because I was like, that's not the joke. The punchline is what I say after that. That's what the joke is. Oh man, I couldn't believe they took it that way. I couldn't remember it. It wasn't the herpes joke. I'm not gonna remember it because I'm trying. But yeah, I mean, like people just hear what they want to hear, I guess. You know, I think I do that sometimes too, I guess. I guess we all guilty, right? You hear what you want to hear. Yeah, but I've had people do that with the music I've written. I've had people do that with the jokes that they're like, oh, this was it. I'm like, no, I'm not saying that's right. Totally not what I'm saying. You know,
not even close.
Not even close. Not even close. It's crazy.
But people do that when you even speak to them. You know, they're always looking it through how they feel. You know.
Well, that's the thing, man. You know, I'm trying to get on that. Don't take anything personal tips, so I could be a little more open to what's going on. It's hard though.
Yeah,
it's hard. It's a little thing that if you can control, you know, and understand that the actions of people say more about them than they do about you, and you could actually not take things personal. It takes away a lot of anger. It takes away a lot of shit. But it's hard to do. It's hard not because, you know,
especially for you, since people personally attack you frequently. You know, it's hard.
Yeah, but even if they attack you, even if what they're doing is specifically trying to do it to you, you know, it's still something. The problem is theirs. The problem ain't me. You know, it's their problem, not mine.
No, it's definitely you.
It's hard not to take.
You, bro. It's 100% you.
Could be. Maybe I'm bugging, but guess what? I'm not the one that's stressed about it. I'm the one that's putting it on you. I ain't got no beef.
I ain't got no beef.
I ain't got no beef. But you got to go back to bed. It's too early for you.
No, I just I feel good actually, man. I'm relaxed. I think that's what it is.
That's funny because like I said today, I'm not happy.
You're not?
But I'm not. I'm not happy. But I am at peace.
Yeah, today's one of those days for me. You know, the house is clean. You know? Doing a podcast. Yeah. I don't got shit to do.
Yeah, I know I'm doing bad when the podcast is like the high point of my day.
Well, it's been like that for a year, bro. So
yeah, I know. That's why I know I've been on a downward spiral. But things are looking up because you know, we're already sold out for the second show.
Attaboy. And, nice. Okay, cool.
That's always fun.
Yep.
You know, and it's only 12:45, so you know,
the whole day
some good shows tonight. You know, it's gonna be a good day today. I've been talking some crazy shit. I'm surprised people haven't walked out. I actually did like a whole bunch of shit on serial killers.
Oh, very cool.
That's all I've been watching, and that's what we were talking about that night that I went on stage and we're just talking about. Because there was a dude sitting in the audience, and he looked like that doctor that you see on Forensic Files that kills his wife. And would have got away with it if he didn't go. Listen, if you're gonna kill a loved one for the insurance, don't go for the insurance. That's the trick. Let them call you and be like, "Oh, he has insurance. I didn't know." You know, or I forgot about it if your name's written on it. You know what I'm saying? But like, don't go right for the insurance. That's how they always get busted. They kill off their wife, or the wife kills off the husband, and then the first thing they do is go for the insurance. Oh, you're really grieving.
Yeah, before they call the funeral company, before they call the cemetery, before they call the church, before they call the family.
Yeah, I mean, at least bury the motherfucker.
Before they write the obituary.
and don't get married again in the fucking first month. That's going to bring some attention, stupid asses. Yeah, we got like 61 for the 8. It's going to be insane tonight. Tonight's going to be an insane show. But yeah, man, like, criminal, I mean, like, you know, truth of the matter is, the reason why criminals get caught is because criminals are stupid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you watch, like, even all these serial killers. Serial killers most of the time get caught because they eventually want to get caught.
Yeah, there's a lot.
They eventually want to get caught.
There's ego
very
with that
rarely,
too, you
they
know?
very rarely, I'm not going to say they don't, but they very rarely connect the dots and catch the dude, because they, it was either somebody, it's all information. Somebody calls them up and says to look at this person. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, they would have never even thought about that person.
Dude, I had to rewatch that Sons of Sam part in the first episode where he says, and I didn't get it because he was looking into a ticket, but how did he originally know that the ticket was written to know to look into that? I guess it was just like common practice to see if there was a summons that was issued around the time.
Because the time of the murder, they asked, somebody said they saw a dude getting a ticket.
Right.
And they looked up to see who got summonses at that point.
And the guy was like, all right, what's this Jewish kid doing out here?
Yeah.
So then he looked into it and then...
Hold on 1 second, dog. Hello. Who is calling?
Honda of Tom's River. How are you doing, sir?
Oh, this is Honda of Tom's River?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm all right. What could I do for you today?
Sorry, I didn't hear correctly. The voice was disconnecting. Can you please repeat?
I said I'm okay. What could I do for you?
I was just looking at all the old customers, and I saw you bought a Honda Civic from us. It's at least 2020. Just want to make sure if everything is good, if there's anything we could do for you, or if you need any help with refunding options, stuff like that. We're here to help you out with that.
Nah, I'm good, man. I appreciate the call.
No problem.
I'm doing good.
Yeah. How's the car? Everything is good with the car? You like it?
Yeah, I didn't bring it back. Yeah, I didn't return it, man. I like it. It's getting me from A to B and from B to C. I'll let you know when I don't make it to Z.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. It was really nice talking to you. Take care, sir.
Take care of yourself.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. I thought that was going to be a bill collector. I thought it was going to be much more fun than that. Because when they said Tom's River, I thought it was the ones who fucked up my car.
That's why I was hoping it was them, dude.
Yeah, no, it's the other ones. It's the ones I stopped going to because I found a closer one.
Right.
And yo, dude, I just got man, they don't even know when I go back. When I go back there, I'm going to get all my free shit, and I'm getting new wiper blades. I just put new wiper blades on the shit, right? I was already pissed because they put gray ones on there. Right. I'm like, what's with gray fucking wiper blades, man? Everything's black and white. Was it?
I've never seen gray wiper blades ever.
And last night it's raining, and I'm using it in the middle. The middle ain't even getting touched. I just got these wiper blades. They're changing those shits too. They better make them fucking black.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if they got to snatch it off another fucking car. That's
take it off a car in the lot,
yeah, and put the gray ones on theirs. I don't give a fuck, but you give me the black ones. Stay tuned. We'll see what happens with the wipers. And that's my stress. But like Tommy Chong said to us, man, when you don't have big problems, the little ones become big ones.
That is true.
Words to live by. Anyway, man, I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Brian, you're the man. You always make my day. It's gonna hurt me a little bit when I put a pounding on you, but what are we looking at?
Thank you very much. It's a thank you card.
Oh, for who? For you? Or you're sending it out?
For you.
What are they thanking you for?
No, I don't know.
You can't see it. It's all shiny. What are they thanking you for?
No. It was ones that I picked up to send to like my grandmother and shit like that.
Oh, that's very white of you.
Yeah, it's
that's a white thing. Thank you. Thank you. I already said thank you when you gave it to me.
Correct. And then
you gotta call them and thank them, and then you gotta send a card.
I do it for the old ladies in the family. That's the only people I do it for the old ladies. I do it for my grandmother. I do it for my other grandmother. I do it for my mom. They appreciate that kind of shit, and it you go up in the favorites
You're a nice
list,
guy. You're a nice guy.
Well, I'm not you. So
I'm not that dude.
There you go.
I'm not that dude. Like, you invite me to dinner. Sometimes I might bring a bottle of something, but I don't feel obligated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. My presence is the present. You know, I know you always bring a bottle of wine. You're a bring a bottle of wine kind of dude. I can look at you and tell.
You got to bring something. Personally, what I like to do is I like to bring a flower or some sort of plant to the lady at the house. That's usually my move.
Oh, sure. Give her more shit to take care of.
Yeah, exactly. No.
You know, I mean, sure it's like giving a kid a drum set.
Not even close, bro.
Which, if you ever have a child, you know I'm buying him a drum set. If you ever have a child, man, I'm buying him a drum set for sure. If he doesn't like the drum set, I'm getting him an organ.
Yeah, just get one that takes up like an entire room of the house.
I'm gonna get him a double kick, like 126-piece drum set. Let me blow up. I'll make it take up his whole fucking room. You have more drums than you'll have 3 drum sets in there, one for all of you.
You'll hire us just a steel drum band to play background music in the house at all times. That's one instrument I've always wanted to play. I love
the steel drum.
Love the steel drum. Love the sound of the steel drum. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Are you?
I mean, it's all right. I don't hate it. Sometimes at 3:00 in the morning, if they tapping the right beats, it sounds good. You know, sometimes like I caught a New York moment last Monday, man. After the show, it was like 2 in the morning. I was walking to my car and this dude was playing a fucking he was playing trombone. Slide. Is that what it is?
Trumpet? Or trombone?
No,
trombone. Yeah, trombone.
Slide. Yeah, and he was doing that. And that shit sounded so smooth, dude. He wasn't playing it loud. He was playing it real nice and soft. And it was just a New York moment. Streets were empty. Just that dude and me. I was walking to my car. And it's nice when you realize it. Like I realized this is a New York moment. This is the type of shit that makes New York dope. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But, whatever. Big up New York. Hope you guys rebound. You're not there yet. You know, it's kind of freaky.
Yeah.
It's kind of freaky. You don't want to go anywhere. You don't want to walk into anything. Everybody wants cards and they want fucking masks. And it's just annoying as shit.
And they're asking at places? They ask at the door?
Oh, for the card? Yeah, man. I mean, I've already showed my card at the places that I attend, so they know I got one. So now I don't have to keep showing it.
Right.
But yeah, it's fucking frustrating.
It's weird, bro.
You know, it's just frustrating.
It's very, very weird.
Corona has put a permanent fucking dip in the middle of my eyes. Look at that. See that? See that little crevice right there? That's from coronavirus, dude. Not because I caught it, but because I'm always like, when I'm watching the shit that I'm like, all the time, like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And I've been doing that so much that it just left a permanent crease. I call that the corona crease.
That's a good bit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's a good bit. That's just funny. That's very funny.
That's good, right? That's good.
That's very funny.
There you go. You heard it here first, people.
Yeah, it's very
Sometimes
funny.
I'm trying to iron it out, man. I am, but the thing is, people keep sending me shit about Corona.
You should get a little starch.
Then I'm like, what the fuck is this? See it? That's what that's from. That's the Corona crease. I'm gonna try that today. Yeah, man, it's hard.
Tape the set. Tape the set.
When I go to sleep, I gotta I'll be doing that now. I'm at the age now where I go, if I did facelift, I wouldn't do it, but I go, if I did, I'd have to pull this back, tighten up the skin. That's what you do, dog, when you get my age. You be looking, going, damn, I still look all right, but like these bags, man, like if I was to get those cleaned out, get rid of that. That looks like I hate. And then if I could just pull this back, and then next thing you know, you come out and you look like this, and you're like, good look, and you're like 60, and everything's like tight, and you're just like, I feel so young.
I see women like that all the time.
Dude, they turn into cats. They turn into fucking cats. The fuck is wrong, man? Like, stop it. Stop it, man. Be a beautiful person. That's all. Beautiful people attract beautiful things. And, if you're a beautiful person, man, somebody's out there for you. Stop fucking worrying about it. Spending all this money to fucking do your nails, your eyelashes, and your eyebrows, and And fucking man up.
Go like this. Go on a show that's getting broadcast to the world and just don't even comb your hair.
Don't look, this motherfucker don't even comb his hair.
I did actually. That's the fucked up part is I did comb my hair this morning and it's just gotten messed up from the, the headphones. It's humid and shit,
Like fucking Johnny Rocket with that fucking curl and shit. He like should be wearing a leather jacket.
Hey.
Singing Go Grease Lightning and shit. You get the keep talking, yo, keep talking. I'm getting ready. I got to get ready. That's a great fucking movie. The original is a great fucking movie. Grease 2 was horrible. Anyway, man. We can never just end, can we, man?
No,
it's always hard for us to end. It's always hard for us. Saying goodbye is always. Parting is such sweet sorrow, but we must do it eventually, right? You guys only gonna listen for so long. That's another episode of Rated G, man. On behalf of myself and my brother in Misinformation, Brian Licata. Thank you for listening, man. Peace.
Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out.
Click.